I've had a lot of fun doing this one because it's about dogs. And I've been sneaking around different places with my iPhone 10, good quality, taking pictures incognito of people with their dogs. And it's so fun to see how they react with their dogs. And then I went on the internet and looked up about dog expressions because I knew there were cliches about dogs, like, you know, that's puppy love. The Beatles sang about that. It's a hard day's night. I've been working like a dog. Another lyric that the Beatles used about dogs. How about, it's a dog day summer, I'm dog tired, I'm working like a dog, lazy as a dog, I'm in the dog house, I'll be doggone, gone to the dogs, sleeping with the dogs, let dead dogs lie. I mean, it goes on and on. There's a whole bunch of cliches dealing with dogs. And we're going to talk about dogs, but before that, I want to play this song for you because it is 1953. I was like 5 or 6 years old, just a little guy, and I remember it. I don't think maybe when I was 5 or 6, but maybe when I was 10, I remember it. And it's by Patti Page. How much is that doggy in the window? Can you believe this song is so corny? Listen to it.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale.
People love dogs. How about this cliche? Man's best friend is his dog. I'm going to tell you about Duffy. Duffy, the dog you see behind me, is an amazing dog. He's the kind of dog that you're convinced talks. We went to the shelter many years ago with our little children, and we walked around cage to cage to cage, and we looked around, and my criteria was I didn't want a dog that would bark. I don't like barking dogs. And so we walked around and yap, bark, 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 dog after dog along the cages. But when we got to Duffy, he was sitting upright looking at us like, I don't bark. I'm a good dog, and I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting for you all this time. Please give me a chance. And so we took him out of the cage and walked him around, and he had a gentle spirit. So our kids go, yes, Daddy, buy the dog. We love the dog. And so we decided by faith we're going to just go buy this dog. And we did the shots, the whole thing that you do at the shelter, and took him into the truck. Now, I had a crew cab, and the kids were at the back, and it was kind of those bench seats, and I had a bench seat in the front. And Duffy was right between Marilyn and I. And as we were driving there home, I told the children out loud, listen, children, if Duffy doesn't work out, listen, I don't want the dog to be barking. If he's barking at night, waking neighbors up, disturbing the peace, if he's not obedient, if he's a nippy dog and nipping at us and biting and not friendly, he's going back to the shelter. I want you to know right now, Dad is just, this dog is on probation. No joke. You cannot believe it. I am not making this up. Duffy, who's in the middle of us, Marilyn on the right, I'm driving, the kids in the back, he puts his paw right there on this shoulder because he's on my right side, puts his paw on the shoulder and looks at me with this. I know dogs can talk. Yeah, you can tell what they're talking to you because if you have dog language in your brain, you know what they're talking. He's looking at me, he's going, I'm going to be really good. I know this list that you made is a really long list, but I can fulfill it. Please, don't send me back to the pound. I'll be really good. I don't want to go back in a cage. Give me a chance. And I couldn't believe it. Duffy ended up becoming the world's best dog that our family ever had. A gift from God to us. Indeed, he became, like the cliche, man's best friend. He became the Wheeler's best friend. We loved Duffy. So dogs kind of are so special. I know cats are and parrots are and all the things that people like. I know dogs trump all the creatures on the earth. And listen, beyond that though, you know who trumps dogs? Humans. Humans replace dogs. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Those of you that are dog lovers, you go a little bit, no, no, no. I have humans that hurt my feelings all the time. My dog never hurts my feelings. He's faithful. He's loyal. He's always there. He wants to see me. He's kind. He goes everywhere I want to go. He doesn't argue. He doesn't talk back. He doesn't call me names that make me feel bad. He's the best dog, or she. She's the best dog. And they do all the things that you could possibly ever want to do. They wait at the window for me. And when I come home, they're excited. And then when I get down on their level, they lick my face all over the place. I know that dog loves me. Jesus is the one that is our friend. You see, we look at Jesus sometimes as like way up in heaven. And he's ethereal. He has white hair according to Revelation 1. Pink eyes. He is awesome. His voice is like a waterfall. You see Jesus, you fall prostrate at his feet and you go, oh, I'm come undone. He's amazing. We love Jesus. That is the glorified, risen Savior Jesus, and rightfully so. Everything I've just described is the awesomeness of Jesus. We will come undone. But putting that all aside, there is a danger with seeing Jesus only in that capacity, because it distances you. He becomes like the monarch that you fall at his throne and you hardly can ever look in his eyes. Jesus tells us in John 15, twice, he says, listen, I used to call you servants. I've been hanging around you guys so long that I am now your friend. I'm going to call you friend. And whatever my Father tells me, I'm going to share deep, intimate secrets with you because you're my friend. You have been promoted to friendship. That means Jesus wants to be our friend. Think of Jesus as your best friend. Trumps the dog, trumps humans. Jesus is the one that wants you above all. And yet sometimes in our busyness, we put him at the back of the line. He wants to be at the front of the line. Do you know how parents will sometimes run to the crib and can hardly wait to see their newborn child in the morning? Like, oh, they'll stare at them while they're laying there. Oh, honey, I can hardly wait till they wake up. And then we can hold them. We love this precious gift that God has given to us. Listen, that's the attitude Jesus has for us. He can hardly wait till we wake up in the morning. Look at, he's awake. Yes, my son and my daughter who've received me and love me and I love them, they're awake. And what do? Sometimes we don't even acknowledge that he's there. We get so busy. Jesus wants you to concentrate on him. Everything I told you about the dog, man's best friend, he's loyal, he wants to be with you, they love you, they don't argue, they follow. Everything that I explained about the love of a dog and why you love that dog, that's Jesus. He loves you. He wants to be with you. He wants to go places with you. He wants you to hold his hand and be a companion. He wants you intimately. He wants to see you and you to see him. He wants you to talk to him all day like you talk to dogs. People talk to dogs. They have full conversations in the kitchen while the dog's kind of walking around and there's no one else in the house. Jesus wants that conversation with you and you and him to talk. Listen, bring Jesus close to you, not ethereal. The future someday Savior, the glorified risen Savior, he wants you to take him right now and talk to him and make him your best friend. You can do that. It's by talking to him all day and asking him things and listening to his voice. He will sometimes give you answers right away about things that you need to know and things you do. He is a companion. He sticks closer than a brother. I leave you with these words to pause and ponder.